In the heart of a bustling city, where the cacophony of honking cars and the hurried footsteps of pedestrians filled the air, lived a woman named Clara. Clara was in her early 30s, a vibrant soul with a passion for her career in marketing. Yet beneath her cheerful demeanor lay the weight of an unrelenting schedule, tight deadlines, and the constant pressure to excel. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Clara found herself ensnared in a web of stress that began to take a toll on her mental and physical well-being. One evening, after a particularly grueling day at work, Clara stumbled upon a podcast featuring Dr. Valentin Fuster, a renowned cardiologist and advocate for heart health. His voice was warm and engaging, filled with wisdom that resonated with her. He spoke passionately about the importance of regular exercise and its profound impact on both physical and mental health. Clara listened intently as Dr. Fuster elaborated on the intricate relationship between the heart and the mind, emphasizing how managing stress through physical activity could lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Dr. Fuster explained that exercise was not merely a tool for weight management or aesthetic goals. It was a fundamental pillar of health that could enhance one's mood, reduce anxiety, and improve cognitive function. He cited various studies that demonstrated how regular physical activity could stimulate the release of endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters. Clara felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. Perhaps there was a way to reclaim her life from the clutches of stress. Inspired by Dr. Fuster's insights, Clara decided to take action. The next morning, she laced up her running shoes and ventured out for a jog in the nearby park. The sun was just beginning to rise, casting a golden hue over the landscape. With each step, she felt the cool breeze on her face, and for the first time in months, she began to breathe deeply, savoring the freshness of the morning air. As she ran, her mind started to clear. The worries that had consumed her thoughts began to dissipate like morning mist. Clara continued to incorporate exercise into her daily routine. She discovered a newfound love for yoga, which not only strengthened her body, but also taught her the art of mindfulness. In her classes, she learned to focus on her breath, to be present in the moment, and to let go of the stress that clung to her like a heavy cloak. Dr. Foster's advice echoed in her mind. Exercise is not just about physical fitness, it's a way to cultivate mental resilience. As weeks turned into months, Clara noticed a remarkable transformation. The anxiety that had once loomed over her like a dark cloud began to lift. She found herself more energized, more focused, and more capable of handling the challenges that came her way. The deadlines at work no longer felt insurmountable. Instead, they became opportunities for growth. Clara realized that by prioritizing her physical health, she had inadvertently nurtured her mental well-being. Dr. Fuster had also emphasized the importance of community in the journey toward better health. He spoke of the power of social connections and how engaging with others could alleviate feelings of isolation and stress. Inspired by this insight, Clara sought to build a support network. She joined a local running club, where she met like-minded individuals who shared her passion for fitness. Together, they encouraged one another, celebrated small victories, and forged friendships that extended beyond their workouts. As Clara continued to thrive in her new routine, she also became more mindful of her nutrition. Dr. Fuster had discussed the role of a balanced diet in maintaining heart health and managing stress. Clara began to experiment with cooking, filling her kitchen with vibrant fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. She discovered the joy of preparing meals that not only nourished her body, but also delighted her taste buds. With each bite, she felt empowered, knowing she was taking steps toward a healthier lifestyle. However, Clara's journey was not without its challenges. There were days when the weight of her responsibilities threatened to pull her back into the abyss of stress. On those days, she would remind herself of Dr. Fuster's teachings. He had spoken about the importance of resilience and the ability to adapt to life's inevitable ups and downs. Clara learned to embrace the notion that setbacks were not failures but rather opportunities for growth. She began to practice self-compassion, allowing herself grace on days when she felt less than perfect. One particularly stressful week at work tested her newfound resolve. Clara faced a demanding project that required long hours and intense focus. As the deadlines loomed, she felt the familiar grip of anxiety tightening around her chest. In that moment of overwhelm, she remembered Dr. Fuster's advice about the power of movement. Instead of succumbing to stress, she took a break, stepped outside, and went for a brisk walk. The rhythmic sound of her footsteps on the pavement became a mantra, a reminder that she had the power to reclaim her calm. As she walked, Clara reflected on how far she had come. The journey toward better health was not just about the physical changes she had experienced. It was about the mental shift that had occurred within her. She had learned to prioritize her well-being, to recognize the signs of stress, and to respond with compassion and action. Clara felt a sense of empowerment that she had never known before. Months passed, and Clara's life continued to evolve. She embraced challenges with a newfound confidence, and her relationships flourished. The friendships she had cultivated through her running club became a source of support and joy. They celebrated milestones together, whether it was completing a race or simply enjoying a sunny day in the park. Clara felt a sense of belonging that enriched her life in ways she had never anticipated. In her professional life, Clara's improved focus and resilience translated into greater creativity and productivity. She approached projects with enthusiasm, and her colleagues began to take notice. Her ability to manage stress allowed her to lead her team with grace and empathy. Clara found herself becoming a source of inspiration for others, sharing her journey and the insights she had gained from Dr. Fuster's teachings. As Clara reflected on her transformation, she realized that the journey was ongoing. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle required commitment and intention, but the rewards were immeasurable. She had learned to embrace exercise as a form of self-care, a way to honor her body and mind. Clara understood that managing mental stress was not a destination, but a continuous practice, one that required mindfulness and adaptability. One day, while attending a health seminar featuring Dr. Fuster as the keynote speaker, Clara felt a surge of gratitude. As she listened to him speak about the interconnectedness of physical and mental health, she was reminded of her own journey. Dr. Fuster emphasized the importance of finding joy in movement, of cultivating a lifestyle that prioritized well-being over mere productivity. Clara felt a sense of kinship with his message, knowing that she had embraced this philosophy in her own life. After the seminar, Clara approached Dr. Fuster, eager to express her appreciation for his work. She shared her story, how his insights had inspired her to take control of her health and well-being. Dr. Fuster listened attentively, his eyes sparkling with warmth. He nodded knowingly, as if recognizing the transformative power of his message. "Remember," he said, "the journey of health is a lifelong commitment. Cherish each step and continue to inspire others along the way." As Clara left the seminar, she felt a renewed sense of purpose. She understood that her journey was not just about her own well-being, it was about creating a ripple effect, inspiring those around her to prioritize their health. Clara began volunteering at local community centers, sharing her story and encouraging others to embrace exercise and mindfulness as tools for managing stress. Through her efforts, Clara witnessed the profound impact of connection and community. She saw individuals who had once felt isolated and overwhelmed begin to thrive as they engaged in physical activity together. The power of shared experiences became evident, and Clara knew that she was part of something greater than herself. The seeds of change were being planted, and she was honored to be a part of that journey. Clara's life had transformed in ways she had never imagined. She had learned to navigate the complexities of stress with grace, to prioritize her health, and to cultivate meaningful connections. Dr. Fuster's teachings had become a guiding light, illuminating the path toward a balanced and fulfilling life. As she continued to embrace the importance of regular exercise and mental well-being, Clara felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey that had brought her to this point. In the end, Clara realized that the journey toward health was not just a personal endeavor, it was a collective mission. By sharing her story and advocating for the importance of exercise and mental wellness, she hoped to inspire others to embark on their own journeys. Clara understood that every step taken, every moment of mindfulness practiced, contributed to a larger tapestry of health and well-being. And in that understanding, she found her purpose, a commitment to living a life that celebrated the profound connection between the heart and the mind.